Hello everybody, welcome to Saving Sweet William. This is our Greek house renovation channel that's coming from England today. We're going to show you the full process of how we resized these shutters that we rescued from an old house over here and got them ready to put on our kitchen over in Greece. We're going to go through a step-by-step process of how we dismantled them, how as beginners we learned to use this router here to make the new joints, and how we carefully reassembled it all back together and hopefully did a good job of it. Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump into it. Step 1. Now this may sound obvious, but you really need to make sure that you plan this properly. You need to know exactly what space you're trying to fit the shutters into. We're replacing original shutters with what we are making here, so we measured both the original shutters and measured the window frame. It's always best to take time ensuring you've got the dimensions spot on, as adjusting afterwards definitely won't be easy. Step 2. Loosening the joints. A heat gun applied to the joints is a good option to help loosen the glue that will be holding the connections together. The louvres are designed to float, so these shouldn't be glued, although years of paint may mean that they might need a little bit of persuasion to come apart. Step 3. Dismantling. The makeup of shutters is a top rail, a bottom rail, 2 stiles and some louvres in the middle. You need to carefully separate the rails and louvres from the stiles. You should probably use a rubber mallet at this point instead of a standard hammer like we did, but if you're careful, you may just get away with it. Step 4. Stripping the paint. It's always a good idea to get as much paint off as you can. This isn't always easy and can be very time consuming, but you'll end up with a much nicer finish if you take the time to do the job right. We avoided chemical stripper by applying heat and using a fresh scraper before sanding down to reveal the bare wood. Step 5. Make some templates. If you're resizing, then it's likely that you'll have excess wood that you don't need. We found that these can make great templates for any new holes that you might need to cut. Since we only have a handful of holes to cut in each shutter, making templates this way saved us a lot of time. Step 6. Resize the timber. Take the measurements and mark off where everything needs to be cut. It's essential to check, and then check once more before making any cuts. For the shutter that we're working on here, everything needed to be resized. Step 7. Cut the louver holes and the dowel holes. This was our first time using a router, but it was a pretty simple tool to get the hang of. We got a couple of router bits that were the same size as the holes we needed to cut, and carefully cut out new holes for the louvers and dowels to slot into, using the templates that we just made. Step 8. Reassembly. This is the fun part and where we left off last week. So we're going to pick up again from here and hopefully come out with a perfect shutter at the end of it. Getting close now, and I'm just realising how tricky it's going to be to get the top on. So we're into the new holes now that have been drilled, and they're fitting quite nicely. Just going to show you how the last one slots in. This one here, we have a groove we cut out with the router just at the top here. So it sits nicely in there. Right, so it's starting to take shape, but you can probably see the next problem that I'm going to have, lining all of these up so that they fit into this rail here. No idea how I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to have to call in the reinforcements. Let's go and get Joe. So so these are a very snug fit, but these aren't. So do we lower it down as far as we need to go?
I think it's got to be lowered a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
You can just like catch them.
Right. This is the reinforcements, and she's the patient one out of the two of us. You come along and calm the situations down usually, don't you, when I'm steaming in with a hammer, a crowbar, or
I try to.
Well, that's the roles that we play, right?
Yeah.
I do like the big bulky stuff, and you come along and
Do the finish.
Yeah.
Try to.
Yeah.
Right, these are looking good. These
All right.
are looking really good. Okay, hold on. Oh, is there more than, is it like adapted that hole?
Sometimes a little bit of teamwork goes a very long way. We're really happy with how this shutter has came out. It started off as a massively oversized shutter, and it's been resized to fit our kitchen window and our Greek villa, hopefully perfectly. We've got another 7 of these shutters to do. They're really a labour of love, but we're happy with the result and hope you agree they're worth it in the end. Thanks for watching another one of our shows. If you've enjoyed it, please feel free to share, like and subscribe, and hopefully we see you again very soon.